Good evening, I'm Monique Tuzon and this is PTV News Now. With the discovery and expose of shady Chinese personalities using fake documents for their visa applications last month, the Philippine government has decided to toughen up its immigration laws to stem the tide of shady characters of predominantly Chinese origin and descent entering the country. Chinese nationals seeking entry to the country on a non-immigrant or temporary visa should submit their Chinese social insurance certificates to gain immigration nod and access into the country, the Department of Foreign Affairs announced earlier today. The certificate must be registered for at least 6 months at the time of the visa application submission to be deemed valid. Chinese nationals on student visas and retirees 56 years of age and over are exempt from this new immigration requirement. The DFA hinted on this added immigration requirement on the first week of May after having found out a slew of fake documents submitted by Chinese nationals applying for visas into the country. The United States, Japan, France, Germany, the United Kingdom, Canada, and Italy comprise 7 of the most economically and militarily developed nations on the planet. Their association simply known as the G7. Today, we gather for this year's scheduled summit in Puglia, southern Italy, with the protection of Ukraine, artificial intelligence, climate change, China's economic expansion on the table. But Russia's frozen assets and the interest earnings derived to finance Ukraine's defense are tops on the agenda. Only the technicalities in withdrawing the proceeds from banks in Europe need to be hashed over. As such, Ukraine President Volodymyr Zelensky is expected to attend and also sign a bilateral security deal with U.S. President Joe Biden. On Friday, the summit will have a special and surprise guest, Vatican head of state and leader of the Catholic faith, Pope Francis, whose presence adds celebrity and a smidgen of moral authority to the gathering. The pontiff will be speaking on the perils and false promises of artificial intelligence and to plead for an end to Russia's invasion of Ukraine and the Israel's scorched earth against the hapless Palestinians in Gaza. And at this moment, we turn to my colleague in PTV's Pine City studios for What's Up of Late in the Cordilleras. Eddie?
Naimbag rabi Pilipinas, ita mapaspasaranan ti palagtutudo ag sagsagan ti Department of Social Welfare and Development kada iti sumangbaya kalamidad pairmanan ti agbaling epekto ti La Nina. Nakapiposisyon itaan tinasurok 97 million pesos agad iti relief items iti nagduduma regional warehouses iti Cordillera. Nakasagana matan iti nasurok at 25,000 na non-food items kanasurok 9,900 na food packs. Tapno dagos ang maidanon na dagiti tulong kada itumili. Nakikoordinardaan kada iti 72 local government units para iti napartak apan nakay-deliver dagitoy. Inactivate na matan dagiti quick response team na ngagresponde no adda iti mapasaran ang kalamidad. Nang isayang kaddamat lang iti training kada iti personnel da para iti disaster management.
Kaya yung ating stockpile, everyday yan, ayan, ina-update natin. Make sure na yung ating mga warehouses, ma'am, ay puno siya ng ating mga food packs, ng iba't ibang mga goods, no, food and non-food na mga ibibigay natin just in case magkaroon ng disaster.
Iti sabali payadamag itagtultuloy at ignay ti Kalinga Police Provincial Office tapno maripog ti marijuana cultivation na diskubre tinasurok ka 3.45 million pesos sa gatad ti marijuana plants itinagsinang operasyon ijay tinglayan. Ijay barangay poblasyon nakambag tagtawan na 20 lalaki ti nagtipon ng operasyon tinagduduma unit ti pulisya. Baligit operasyon baban iti tip ti maysa maseknaan nga mili nga dayti mapagduaduan nga individual anang ibiyay ti marijuana manipod barangay Bugnay agturong iti Tabuk City. Iti inspeksyon iti bag ti suspect na diskubre dagiti operatiba ti 5 bundles ti dried marijuana leaves nga agdagsen iti 5,000 gramo kanagatad iti 600,000 pesos. Kabayatan na ijay barangay Botbot proper nang isangkat iti marijuana eradication operation ti pulisya ang nagresulta iti pannakadadael tinasurok ka 14,000 pieces ti fully grown marijuana plants, gaggatar iti 2.85 million pesos. Pero dagita iti damdamag manipod iti PTV Cordillera siya ni Eddie Carta, Naimbag, Arabi.
And that's all for tonight. Monique Tuzon here reminding you to stay connected by catching the news right here. A cooler and restful night ahead of y'all.